afternoon, everyone. Brandon again. Now, in today's video, I want to speak to a special demographic, right? And this demographic are young entrepreneurs. Now, being a young entrepreneur myself, I completely understand the process, the journey of becoming not just great financially, but a great entrepreneur. And the reality is that it is not fun. And truthfully, there are not a lot of support in society today for a lot of young entrepreneurs. So for example, if you are leaving high school and going to college and you're going to study something, everybody praises you. And just because you say that you're going to go to college, society automatically associate college with success. But statistics show that most people who have gone to college are doing way worse now than they were before they went there. So when we say that we're going to become entrepreneur, there's nothing tied to it. When we tell our families, you know what, I want to drop out of school, I want to start my own business, you're looked at as crazy. And I know this because that's how my family looked at me. The reality is that, and rightfully so, because within 5 years, most businesses are non-existent. It takes a special kind of discipline and a special kind of individual to succeed in the game of entrepreneurship and finances. That's just how it is. And if you're not built for that, if you're not tough enough to deal with the rigorous things that come with being a business owner, this game is not for you. It's way tougher than being an employee. So that's just the truth about it. Most of us who are starting to be entrepreneurs, we look in the mainstream media for people who are already successful. We look at the pro athletes, the rappers, or the basketball players, and we sometimes compare ourselves to them. But because they're young and successful, but the reality is that that's 0.00009% of the population. Most people don't become financially successful till after the age of 45. And the reality is because up until that age, most people are just playing around. They're out there spending a lot of money trying to impress their boyfriend, their girlfriend, or some random person to be in their life, or just wanting to be accepted. And this is why I always say that need to be accepted is one of the surest ways that you will be poor and you will be unsuccessful, because you're exerting so much to be accepted. That's what we're doing up until the age of 45 in most cases. Now, the reason why I was able to reach a certain level in my life before that age was because of discipline. I did not develop discipline. I became disciplined. I embodied discipline. I got in the habit of saving, living extremely frugal, investing, building my businesses. This is how I was able to retire before I was 30 years old. So when you are on that journey, it's not fun. And to be honest, it took me eight and a half years, 9 years to get to the point that I am at now. It takes time. But guess what? Although, yes, I went through that phase where I was comparing myself to friends who was way more successful. Some of my friends who are in the NBA, some of my friends who have way bigger businesses. I got into that comparison and it made me depressed. However, my journey is my journey and your journey is your journey. One day you're going to make it. Whether you make it at 35 years old or you make it at 45, guess what? You still made it. And when you make it later, you still have a lot of life to live anyway. As long as you take care of yourself and be healthy, you're going to have a great quality of life. And the same people that looked at you like you were crazy and looked at you like, what are you doing? Why don't you get a job? Are the same people that are going to be like, you know what? I knew that guy. He approached me with the business back in the day. And you're going to be one of those. You're going to hear so many stories of how you approach this person, you approach that person, how they should have joined you in the beginning. That is just the reality of it all. So stick to it. Be dedicated. Understand that it takes time. If you want instant money, get a job. If you want to be really wealthy, build a business and invest, but it's going to take time. And I'm not going to sit here and lie. It took me almost 9 years to reach this point, and I still have a long way to go. But it takes time, and you just have to stick it out no matter what. Embody discipline. Embody it. Depression will come, friends are going to come and go, people are going to look at you like crazy, like you're crazy, but embody it, because after it's all said and done, you're going to be the one that is a measuring stick. You are going to be the one that is a standard in your circle. So continue on your path, and I'm proud of you if you decided that, you know what, this is the path you're going to take, because there is going to be success at the end of the road. Love you guys. Continue to be great and continue to dedicate yourselves to your craft. Take care.